Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining me for this presentation, Be Well, Do Well. My name is Lindsay Lopez, and I'm the Director of Student Wellness here at St. Houston State University. The first thing that I would like to do is introduce you to our Peer Health Ambassadors. These are students who work for the Student Wellness Department. They are trained to go out to provide health education on a variety of health and well-being topics that impact college students on our campus. If you're on campus, you can find them weekly in the plaza at their health hut. You can find them at pop-up programs across campus. And you can also follow us on social media where you can see the content that they create. Our social media handle is at SHSU Wellness. So we're here today to talk about health and wellness. Our department motto is Be Well, Do Well. We believe that when you are well, physically, mentally, and emotionally, you can do well personally, academically, and professionally. So when we do presentations and we ask students to define health, the typical answers are to be physically active and to eat well. Other answer is to not be sick. And while these are components of an overall puzzle, they are not the full picture of what it means to be in positive health. So, according to the World Health Organization, health is defined as a state of complete physical, mental, and social well being. So, it takes more than just diet and exercise or not being sick to be healthy. Wellness ties directly into that. It involves actively identifying areas in which you want to see improvement and changing behaviors to live a healthier lifestyle. You may be young now, but it's still important to make healthy decisions because bad habits now can lead to long term health issues. And these are things that we do not want you to experience as you get older. So let's look at some of the major health issues that impact college students. This is based on data that we've gathered from Sam Houston students as well as national data for students in college across the nation. So we do look at general wellness. How much are you moving your body? Are the foods that you're eating nutritious? Are you getting enough sleep? We also look at substance use in relation to use of alcohol, marijuana or cannabis, other drugs, and nicotine, smoking and vaping being very important to look at. We look at sexual health and safer sex practices, healthy relationships, and mental health and stress management. And one thing that to note is that we also look at access to care. We want to make sure that college students don't have barriers to getting access to both medical care as well as mental health care. So I do want to share at this time that we do have a student health center on campus where you can meet with a medical professional for issues that you may be experiencing. And then we also have a counseling center which provides access to mental health professionals on campus. Both of these services are embedded in your tuition and fees, so you can access them at no additional cost to you. So today we're going to look at a model called the 8 Dimensions of Wellness. This model shows that wellness can be broken up into 8 different areas, but that those areas are interconnected and sometimes overlap. I don't know about you, but if I'm having an especially rough day, I'm more likely than not going to the gym. I'm more likely than not eating well, and I'm more likely than not doing much other than binge watching Netflix. So all of these pieces are interconnected and can have impacts on each other. So I'd like to start by talking about the 8 different dimensions. The first is physical. This is what we've talked about. It's maintaining a healthy body through good nutrition habits, regular exercise or movement of your body, and avoiding harmful habits such as smoking, vaping, or unsafe practices. Emotional awareness is tied to being aware of our emotions and feelings, which can support our overall mental health. There are a variety of activities that you can do to support your emotional wellness. It can be self reflection, journaling, or even seeking out counseling or therapeutic resources. Occupational wellness is the ability to enjoy a chosen career and or contribute to society through volunteer activities. So think about it. Do you like what you're doing for a living? Do you like the volunteer activities that you're doing? Are you engaging in volunteer activities? And then thinking as a college student, do you like your academic major and the career path that you're on? Social wellness is the ability to interact with others and to live up to the expectations and demands of our personal goals. Now, keep in mind, this is at whatever level is comfortable for you. Some people prefer engaging in large social groups, while others prefer spending time with a select few people. It's important, however you interact, to keep social connections up, as this is shown to improve mental health. It's also important to remember that all of your relationships should be healthy and bring you joy. Spiritual wellness is expanding our sense of purpose and meaning in life based on a core set of values and beliefs. Please keep in mind that spiritual wellness does not immediately equal religion. People can find spiritual wellness in a variety of ways. This can include meditation, spending time in nature, reflecting on your personal values, or it could include religion. But please keep in mind as you're working through the next activity that spiritual wellness can mean a lot of things to a lot of people. Intellectual wellness. This is an openness to new concepts and participation in creative, stimulating mental activities. As college students, that's what you're here to do, is to engage and expand your intellectual wellness. So outside of that, it's important to try and expand yourself in other ways outside of the classroom. Read a new book, listen to a podcast, find something to learn about that's new to you. Financial wellness is an understanding of your financial situation and managing it so you're prepared by financial changes. Make a budget, track your income and expenses, meet with Student Money Management Center. There are a variety of ways to set yourself up for financial stability. And then lastly is environmental. This is defined as an awareness of the delicate state of the earth and the effects of your daily habits on the physical environment. That being said, environmental wellness can be seen in two ways. The first is the impact that you have on the earth. You're reducing, you're reusing, and you're recycling. The second is the environment and its impacts on you. Are the places that you live, learn, and work clean? Are they safe? If your space is a mess, consider organizing and cleaning to declutter your space, which can also declutter your mind. So now that we've reviewed the 8 dimensions of wellness, we're going to move on to our first activity, which is called the wellness wheel. The first wellness wheel that I want you to complete is your current life. I want you to think about where you are right now with each dimension of wellness. On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being low and 10 being high, I want you to rate yourself in each area. Now, there are likely going to be some dimensions that you have rated much higher or much lower than others, and that is completely and entirely okay. I've included a sample wellness wheel on the screen to show you how you may want to fill yours out. Looking at mine, you can see that it's a little bit all over the place, and that's okay. I just want to see where I'm at and how I'm doing today. Once you've finished with your current life wellness wheel, I want you to flip over to the dream life wellness wheel. Think about where you would like to be with each dimension of wellness. Now, I ask you one big thing, and that's to please not rate yourself a 10 across the board for your dream life. Yes, we would all like to be in that space, but that's not always realistic. So it's important to identify which areas of wellness are important to you and where you want to grow. So for example, if I rated myself as a 4 in physical wellness on this wheel, I may want to put myself up to a 7 or 8, so I realistically know where I have to grow. After completing both wheels, I want you to compare the two. Are you close in some areas between your current and dream life? Are there areas where there's a bigger gap? As we move into our next activity, I want you to keep those areas in mind. So now I would like you to take the time to pause this presentation to fill out your wheels, to look through them before you jump back into the presentation. So now that we've looked at where we want to work on our areas of wellness, we can move into some goal setting. These are some questions that I want you to keep in mind as we go through this next activity. What area of wellness is most important to you to focus on right now? Think about which areas between your current and dream life have the biggest gaps. And then pick the one that is most important to you right now. You may have more than one, and that's okay. What would you like to focus on first? Then I want you to think, what would you like to do to increase your wellness in that area? For example, if you focused on physical wellness like I did, why? Do you want to move your body more? Do you want to make more nutritious food choices? Do you want to get more sleep? What is something within that broader area of wellness that you would like to focus on intentionally? Is your goal going to be short term, less than 3 months, or longer term, which is more than 3 months? Think about how long it will take to accomplish your goal. Is it something that you can do relatively quickly and build a habit? Or is it something that you'll need a longer period of time to establish and maintain? What action steps can help you reach your goal? Think about a specific action you can take to increase your wellness in the area you've selected. For example, if you want to improve your intellectual wellness, you can set a goal to read one new book outside of what is required for your classes or listen to one new podcast a month. Do you want to be better at financial wellness? Set a goal to stick to a set budget. What barriers may you face that will impact your ability to reach your goal? Think about what may get in the way of you meeting your goal. Is it time? Is it money? Is it social obligations? These are things that we need to be aware of so that we can set strategies to work around them. And then lastly, who's in your support group? Think about at least one person you can share your goal with. Make sure there's someone who will be supportive of your goal no matter what and who you trust to check in with. So we've sort of selected which direction we want to go, and now we're going to set our goal. We like to use the SMART goal formula. So we want to start by being specific. The more specific your goal is, the better. For example, you may say, I want to go to one new social event on campus over the next month, as opposed to, I want to be more involved on campus. You can see that the first one is much more specific on what I'm going to do. We want it to be measurable, meaning, can you measure it? I will get 7 hours of sleep per night is measurable, whereas I will get more sleep is not. We want to make sure it's attainable and that you can accomplish your goal. For example, some people want to lose large amounts of weight in very short periods of time. For example, someone may want to lose 50 pounds in a month. This is almost impossible to accomplish unless you're taking very unhealthy measures to get there. So try something like, I want to lose 50 pounds over the next 8 months. That's 5 pounds a month, and that's just much more realistic, sustainable, and healthier. You want to make sure it's relevant. Don't pick a goal just because you think you should. You want to pick it because it's important to you. You want to know why you're choosing that goal. And then remember, your goals are going to change over time. So what you do now and you accomplish may look different from what you're doing 6 months from now. And then last thing is to make it time bound. Set a time frame for yourself. Start with 1 month and see where it goes from there. You can either say, I did it, that's great, let's move on to something else. Or you can say, hey, I need a little bit more time to establish this goal as a habit, and you can set yourself up for another month. So now that I've shared the framework with you, I want to give you an example goal that you could work on. So my goal is I will turn off my phone and lay down in bed by 10 p.m. during weeknights for the next month. It's specific. I am turning off my phone and I am laying down in bed. I know exactly what I'm doing. It's measurable. I'm doing it at 10 p.m. I can look at a clock and see that it's 10 p.m. And I'm doing it during weeknights, so I'm doing it 5 nights per week. Is it attainable? I know that I can lay down by 10 p.m. Can I do it 5 nights a week? If the answer is yes, then great, let's go for it. If the answer is I'm not sure, move it down a little bit. Start with 2 or 3 nights a week and then work your way up. It's relevant. I want to work on my physical wellness. I want to get more sleep. And so I know that turning off my phone and laying down in bed is going to help me achieve that. And then it's time bound. I'm going to do it for the next month. I'm going to see where I'm at. and then I'm going to start on my next goal, or I'm going to work on increasing that goal that I already set for myself. So again, I want you to pause this presentation, and I want you to fill out the goal setting worksheet that is found in your Blackboard account. So I want to encourage you to try and achieve the goal that you set for yourself. You can use a lot of campus resources to help support that goal. You can always reach out to us in Student Wellness, and I'll give you my contact information on the next slide. Campus recreation is a great place to improve both your physical fitness as well as get engaged with intramurals or club sports and create a sense of community. You can access the Student Health Center if you have medical issues that you would like to talk to a medical provider about. You can access the Counseling Center if you would like to talk to a mental health professional. The Student Money Management Center is available to you if you'd like to talk through finances. And then the Academic Success Center is a great place for support if you're needing tutoring or to learn about how to better manage your study skills. Thank you so much for reviewing this presentation and working through the activities with me. If you have any questions or would like to get in contact with us, here's the information on the screen. And I hope that you be well, do well. Thank you.